Winter in Detroit hit like a thief, stealing warmth, hope, and dignity 1 degree at a time. For 28-year-old Tasha, it meant walking 3 miles to her overnight cleaning job in just socks and flip-flops. Her only real shoes had split at the soles, and her winter boots. She'd sold them last week, not for herself, but to buy insulin for her 6-year-old son, Tasha, who had been diagnosed with type 1 diabetes just 6 months earlier. Every single step on that frozen pavement burned, but she always managed to smile when she got home. She did it for Tasha. At school, he wore donated clothes that were 2 sizes too big. At lunchtime, he would tell his friends he was unhungry, so they would unsee him use his free meal ticket. But at night, Tasha would hear him crying softly into his pillow, whispering, "Mama, am I poor because I'm bad?" Her heart shattered into a million pieces every time. She had no answer for him, only love. But love couldn't pay the overdue electric bill. One freezing morning, Tasha's teacher, Ms. Rivera, pulled Tasha aside. "He's failing math," she said gently, "but I don't think it's the numbers. He keeps falling asleep in class. Is everything okay at home?" Tasha wanted to lie, to put on a brave face, but the weight of her shame was too heavy. The truth spilled out. We're behind on rent. We've been sleeping in the car some nights. I'm trying so hard." Ms. Rivera didn't flinch. She didn't look away. Instead, she handed Tasha a grocery store gift card. "Get some food," she said. "I'll handle the rest." Tasha cried the whole way back to her car, not tears of pity, but tears of relief. For the first time in a long time, she felt seen. But the real miracle happened on Christmas Eve. Tasha and Tasha were sitting in their parked car outside a 24-hour laundromat, their apartment for the week. They were sharing a single peanut butter sandwich when Tasha handed her a small, handmade card. Inside was a crayon drawing of 2 stick figures holding hands under a bright rainbow, and at the bottom, in a child's shaky handwriting, it read, "Dear Santa, I don't need toys, just new shoes for Mama. Her feet bleed." Tasha wept silently. She thought she'd hidden her painful blisters from him, but he had noticed. He had seen her pain. Just then, a soft knock came on the car window. It was Ms. Rivera, and she wasn't alone. With her stood a social worker, holding a box of groceries, and in her hands, a brand new pair of winter boots. "I found your car," Ms. Rivera said softly, "and I called in a few favors." Tasha tried to refuse, her pride stinging. "I can't. You can," Ms. Rivera insisted. "Because your son believes in kindness. Don't rob him of that." Tucked inside the boots was a small note. It said, "For the woman who walks miles so her son can dream. Someone who sees you." That night, for the first time in weeks, Tasha slept soundly through the cold. It wasn't just a warm blanket they'd been given. It was knowing his mama's feet were finally warm. Weeks later, things began to change. Tasha got a full-time job at the school as part of the janitorial staff, a job that came with benefits. And Tasha started a shoe drive at school, collecting gently worn shoes for other kids who walk like my mom. Today, on the wall of their new apartment, that crayon drawing hangs in a frame, and below it, a new sign Tasha made reads, "We may not have much, but we give what we can, because someone once gave us hope." Poverty can steal so many things, but it can never steal our capacity to love. Sometimes, the poorest hands hold the greatest gifts, a child's selfless prayer and a mother's unbroken heart. Thank you for watching. If this story touched you, please share it to spread the message that a little kindness can change everything. Don't forget to subscribe for more stories that matter.